Hello everybody, welcome on in. I'm Orion. We are back with some more Spell Brigade today. Pretty simple, we're going to be doing a Rune Burst build. Rune Burst is definitely a really good and powerful spell. I'm going to augment pretty much as much of this as I can. I'm going to try to do mostly a one weapon run. I'm going to kind of try to ignore the other stuff and just level this up to like 40 or something. So we'll be playing co-op. Again, as always, be back when I have a team. All right, we're good to go. We got two teammates this time. It looks like we're gonna have I Am World Diver, Dirty Goldfish. Welcome on in. We're gonna have an Aldrich and a Wizard King. So again, we're gonna be doing this is gonna be a full Rune Burst. This one should actually be. This one won't feel as memey as some of the other ones because Rune Burst will actually be a pretty solid spell here. The only issue with this one is its range is going to be, you know, a little bit limited because I'm only going to be able to, like, this isn't going to hit into the crowd of bugs, which usually those are the types of weapons I like, which is why I'm a big fan of spells like Falling Stars and Scepter Mesh. That's why I usually like those ones. So this will be interesting to see what we can do if we just level this one up. It should do a ton of damage though. Oh, this is a tough one because I really like that movement speed. But I'm obviously going to take the spell damage here. This one has some good augments, though. We can get it to do it so it sort of rotates. We can get a bunch of extra projectiles. So we're kind of going to build it like that. It'll do good damage. I don't really have any doubts about its damage. It's just that its reach is going to be limited. But overall, really good spell. We'll see how it does when we just run it with this weapon. We're getting pretty good upgrades. I don't know if range is actually going to matter. I guess range will matter a little bit, but it'll sort of extend its reach, but probably not that big of a deal. But I'll still upgrade it. And then hopefully we get some good teammates. Hopefully World Diver and Goldfish are relatively decent at this game. But if not, that's okay. Let's go. We'll go Scepter Mesh. I still think Scepter Mesh usually does pretty good damage, even as a level 1 spell. You know, it's still relatively decent. In terms of order here for augments, I don't really care. The burst. I believe we can get Rune Burst. I don't really care for the burst that much, I guess. But when that shows up, we will take it. At this point, I would prefer rotating, and I would prefer extra projectiles as my first few. But I think with a one-weapon run, I think getting burst fire on this would probably be pretty good, because we should get a lot of cooldown. Okay, let's see where the rift is. Not down here. Oh, they already got it. Okay. Well, they're going to be able to solo it, just those two. That should be, well, not solo it, duo it. That's it. That was a nice, easy one. Good. Okay, let's do that epic XP gain. Okay, and then let's do, well, yeah, I guess we'll do the extra projectile. So we should be able to get quite a lot of projectiles on this, probably an additional 5 or 6. I'll try to keep count because unless someone states in the comments, I'm not sure what these limit at. I think it's around 5 or 6. Because there's a lot of spells in this game that get extra projectiles, and I was never really quite sure what the limit on that is. So I'll sort of try to keep count. Okay, let's do... And you know what? I'm gonna... Like I usually do, I'm gonna try to save my rerolls for when I have to. For when there's 3 spells that I don't want to level up. I've had relatively decent, good RNG with these one weapon runs. I've done a couple where I didn't have to level up the other weapons at all, but the last one I did wasn't quite as good. I did have to level up the other weapons. Okay, let's do cooldown. And then again, since I'm playing co-op, I'm gonna take the runes that give me extra damage when I revive teammates. And if I have to use them, if I don't have to put them to good use, then good. You know, then that means I have good teammates. But if I have bad teammates, then at least I can take advantage of that and get myself stronger. So definitely gonna be picking up the savior and the critical. And then maybe we take offense defense again too. The other relics in this game, just a lot of them just aren't worthwhile. There's some that are clearly way better than others, and I think especially in co-op, I think getting those revive ones are the best, at least if you're not the one dying all the time. If you're the one dying all the time, then maybe not, but even then it actually might still be worth it because you might still get some revives. I don't know. Guess it depends how your teammates are. Okay, I'm gonna do... You know, I'm gonna take that movement speed. I'm gonna try to get my movement speed up in case I take offense defense, so if I see some upgrades for that and the other spell upgrades really aren't that good, then I'll probably take that. The armor ones paired with offense defense can give you a ton of damage, but man, it's so risky. It's such a risky pick. I don't like to do it. Oh, we got a dead teammate already. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can pick him up. Let's... Oh, no, wizard. Don't get him dirty. Don't get him dirty. Oh, wait, it doesn't matter yet. It doesn't matter yet. I'm getting overexcited here. I don't have... Okay, yeah, let's do lightning. I don't have okay, I don't have the relics yet. I'm just so used to having them. But yeah, that's a pretty early death. That's an early death. That's not even at objective 2. I like lightning on this one because we're gonna be shooting out a lot of projectiles, and I'll probably, if I can go lightning fire, you know, that'd be cool. Or maybe I just go thunder. I don't really... We're getting good upgrades for this. Did I get a legendary luck in the very beginning? Is that why? I can't remember. I know I got a legendary pretty early. I don't remember if it was luck though. I think it was. If it was, that could be why we're seeing some pretty good picks already. Okay, golden crab. This should be a nice easy one. I could probably do the crab. I have a good spell for the crab. I just need to find it. Looks like somebody else found it though. So, gotta be up here then, right? Yeah, there he is. Alright, let's go spell range. Man, this little bugger's fast. Alright, that was nice and easy. Okay, extra projectiles again, or rotating, so we'll do the rotating. I like the rotating, because then you don't really have to aim it as much. Oh, we got... Okay, is that 2 deaths right now by World Diver? I think that's 2 deaths. Okay, let's go try to find... I'm gonna go try to find this. The Relic's gotta be here now. Alright, let's do Necro Whirl. Let's check this side. There it is, yep. Okay, I gotta get one of these damage revives because I think this is gonna be a good game for it. Okay, so we'll take savior focus, so we'll get critical damage each time we revive someone. I wish there were other ones worth taking, because it feels like I always take these ones, but they're way better than anything else in this game. Because I can get so right now I'm at 175 critical damage. If this game goes kind of as expected, you know, I could easily get that up to like 500, 600 maybe, depending on where this goes. Okay, let's do... Ooh, I don't like taking the armor, but I have to there. The reason I don't like taking the armor is because maybe I end up getting offense, defense, and I don't want to have, like, I don't want to have too much armor. I like the damage bonus it gives you, but I don't like the movement speed it's gonna give me if I have too much armor. Okay, well, we'll definitely do crit chance. We're probably gonna want to build up crit chance again, because if I get really high crit damage, then crit chance is gonna be pretty good here. I haven't really... These last few builds, I've been getting pretty high crit damage, but my crit chance really hasn't been that good. There's not really a lot... There's no relics that increase your crit chance, and then it's really just RNG, and I feel like I just haven't really gotten good... I haven't really gotten good crit chance upgrades the last few times I played. Okay, we'll do the XP gain here. What is this? Okay, this guy has magic missile splits. As long as nobody's going hex bomb. We did hex bomb the other day. That was... I hate hex bomb. I'm never gonna run hex bomb again. I think that was a one-time thing, because one, that spell is super annoying. It's a super annoying spell for a couple reasons, because one, it adds so much screen clutter. So much. It makes it so hard to navigate through, especially if you go full hex bomb with the bounces and splits. It makes it super hard to just play the game, and it's fun to do every once in a while, you know, to mess around with, but to just throw into like an everyday normal build, no, I'm not. That's not happening. I'm not running that very often. Okay, we'll do the spell Rune Burst spell damage. Getting good upgrades. This is for sure good upgrades I'm getting here. I think the lightning will be good for this weapon too, because since it's not quite a single target weapon. Okay, so now here's where I like to save my rerolls. So let's reroll this. All right, we'll do the luck again. You know, it's not quite a single target weapon, but since it doesn't really have, you know how I was talking about how it doesn't really have that penetration ability to like get deep into the mob. Let's do the cooldown again. Okay, we'll do the dodge. Still gonna do a tank build. It's on the list. It's on the list. I'll get to that one eventually. Okay, this one will be... I should be relatively good at this one. This will get a little... So, again, okay. So, my teammates, don't be afraid to leave the area. I always kind of try to say that. Like, don't be afraid to leave the area and come back. Because this area gets really crowded. If you need to leave, it's fine. Like World Diver, you should leave. Like, get out of there, come back in. A lot of people don't do that. We'll go Moonring here. You know, a lot of people try to, like, they hang out there the whole time. You don't have to. You have, like, 2 minutes to do it. You have plenty of time to complete that quest. Okay, let's re-roll this. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to do a double re-roll. Shoot. I hate doing double rerolls. Oh my gosh, and it still didn't give it to me. Okay, well, I guess we're doing Scepter Mesh. That hurts. That hurts a lot. I gotta get this. I gotta get this health potion. Oh man, and right here. So now another reroll gone. Ooh, but Rune Burst, legendary. Okay, I can't tell it is okay. I was hoping Goldfish wasn't that slow already. Okay, I'm gonna kind of hang out over here by like World Diver. Okay, we'll do that base damage. I don't think anybody has a heal yet. Oh my gosh. We're getting... This is all my rerolls now. Alright, I don't think we're gonna be able to keep this as like a pure one weapon run now. I think I had to use all my rerolls a little too quickly here. So we'll see how it goes. Gonna need incredibly good RNG here to keep this going. Alright, let's do the health regeneration, especially since I'm low on health right now. Uh-oh, you better watch out for that exploder. Oh, he does have a heal. He does have a healing beam. He has a healing poison beam. Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for your heals, World Diver. Tough one. Let's do the movement speed. The other relic should actually be here now. Let's go see if we can find it. Okay, so not this area. Sometimes it's in the middle. Usually I find it in the very top. Alright. Let's see what we're gonna get here. Like ice? Yeah, I think we'll go... Ooh. I really want to get ice, because I'm not gonna get ice on anything else. It is gonna hurt my... Plasma is... We'll go White Lightning. That plasma would be great for damage, but I really want to get something to sort of slow down the enemies. Because I'm not going to have anything to slow down the enemies if I don't infuse anything else. And I already got a damage upgrade with the lightning. So I think we'll go, yeah. I think that's an okay choice. Because the frost, the ice is so useful in this game. Where's the other relic at? Okay, we'll do the max HP. Where haven't I looked yet? Right, the other one should have dropped now, and I don't remember picking it up. Is there a location I'm missing? Oh, right here. I thought for some reason I thought I looked in the middle, but maybe I looked in the wrong middle. Okay, I'm just gonna, I guess I'm gonna let my Necro World get that. And now I want to get the other one, the Fist of Support. So we'll do that one. So now once again I have, oh man, I got stuck on that rock. Ooh, I got lucky I didn't get hit there because I killed that guy just in time. I got stuck on that rock and it ruined my escape. Okay, we have to do a level up here, so the dream is ruined. Do Scepter Mesh. That was pretty early. That happened pretty quickly. I usually last a little bit longer. World Diver must have a tough choice here. All right, time's up. Why are we still waiting? Why are we still waiting? The time's up. What happens if you don't pick in time? What happens if you don't pick in time? Because I don't think I've ever not. Does it just automatically pick for you, or do you lose the level up? Like, what happens in that situation? I'm not gonna pop that guy because I don't want to. Okay, let's do the XP gain. Okay, we'll do the additional projectile. Those are basically the ones I want now. I have the rotating. I would prefer just to get the extra projectiles at this point. See, look how good this frost is going to be. This frost is going to be so good on this spell. It's not going to have some really great range that some of the other spells do to sort of apply it, but still going to be pretty good. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. This is a dumb one, but I'm just going to go Scepter Mesh again. I'm not going to take the spell size. I'm not going to do that. Because the spell size isn't... If the dream wasn't already ruined, you know, if I didn't already have to level up Scepter Mesh, I would have done that, but... The dream was already ruined, so... Don't really care too much about it anymore. Well, I mean, I still care. I'm still going to level it up, but... For picks like that, I'm not going to take that spell size upgrade, because that spell size is... The spell size upgrade's not going to do anything. So we'll do the max HP there. That's probably really the only upgrade I'll do that for. Otherwise, I think I'll pretty much take everything else, but it's pointless to take spell size with this. I guess maybe if I had other spells other than the Necro Whirl, you know, maybe. Alright, let's do... I mean, let's go with the spell stuff. Let's just... The base was probably the better pick there, but... I gotta pick my spell upgrades when they show up. This is doing pretty good damage. Oh man, some legend or some epic Necro Whirls. Let's do the crit. I'm glad we haven't had a death in a little while. I'm gonna anti-jinx it by acknowledging that we haven't, by acknowledging the jinx that I've had in the past. Okay, I'm gonna take the crit chance. Crit chance, I think, is gonna be... If all things are relatively even, I do think crit chance is going to be one of the higher priority picks here. Just because, you know, I might get decent critical damage. So I think getting crit chance is sort of going to be the way to go here. But again, we haven't had... I think we had 2 or 3 early deaths, but... no deaths recently. Especially since... As soon as I picked up... Okay, let's do... I'm gonna do that 300 HP. Especially since once I picked up those 2 relics, nobody's died. That guy has, I think he has the plasma one. That guy has really high level spells. Okay, let's do the crit chance. Look at World Diver. He has a level 17 and a level 15 already. Holy cow. He's basically gone. Oh man, the other guy though too. Have I just been getting a lot of global upgrades here? I guess so too, because I haven't. Yeah, okay. No, that makes sense. Because instead of leveling up spells, I take the global upgrades. So that makes sense why they have way higher level spells than me. Oh no. Again, all right, maybe pickup distance is the other one I won't take. I don't take pickup distance in these games, or in this game. Like I said, the dream's already dead, so not gonna worry about it. We're still gonna go super heavily into this spell though, and just bust it out as strong as we can get it. Oh man, again. Okay, let's do spell damage then. We'll do Rune Burst cooldown. Oh man. Okay, let's do the spell damage. It does always hurt passing up a good, you know, epic or legendary upgrade. Ooh. Ooh, I hate this. I'm gonna take the dodge. Boss should be showing up here soon. I think I have a decent spell here for the boss fight. So if the boss, it looks like the boss did spawn on me too. Okay, let's do the 300 HP. Okay, so the boss is on me, so let's see what I can do. If the other teammates, if the fight gets too crowded, we'll see what happens. I don't really know if the other teammates are planning on like coming down and assisting in this fight or not. If they do, I might. Yeah, it looks like they're gonna come. So this is gonna depend. We're gonna see how this fight goes. Oh, you better watch out, Diver. Okay, we're all here. See, this is gonna make it. This is gonna make it hard because we're gonna get swarmed on. I'm gonna have to run out like a little bit ahead and try to like kind of clear out these enemies. It gets too crowded. It gets too crowded when we're all here on the boss. Because then you get captured, you get trapped, and that's exactly, you can see that's exactly what's happening here. Because now they're coming in from all angles and they're swarming us. Oh, and see, now we have a death. This is dumb. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna try to pull enemies, and I'm just gonna try to kill them. There's really no reason for all three of us to be on the fight. So, Goldfish. Goldfish is pretty good. So I think Goldfish. Oh, did Goldfish get off the fight? Is World Diver on the fight now? Looks like World Diver is. Okay, this sucks. I'm gonna take the health though. Stick to the rules. Sort of the rules. See, so if I just kind of like stand like sort of away from the boss and sort of slow the enemies and kill them as they're coming in, I think that's a I think that's working out fine. See, like, I'll keep the enemies away, you know, so they can damage the boss. I think that worked out okay. Okay, we'll do the health regeneration. We're gonna be pretty... I feel like I'm pretty tanky this run. Oh, and here's our last one. This is gonna be a tough one if I take offense, defense, or not. This one I do kind of wish I knew how close by they had to be. I'm gonna re-roll. Okay, I'm not gonna do another re-roll though. I think I'll just take the extra armor. So now I have a good amount of armor, but I don't have offense, defense to capitalize on all that. But at least I don't lose my movement speed. And I got the 2 main DPS ones anyways, so... And I did get an extra revive right there, so... That's a bonus. Oh, yes! There we go. Okay, so now we're at... 48% critical chance. That's pretty good. 220 damage. This isn't going horrible. This is about, I would say this is an average squad at the moment. Divers died quite a few times, but Goldfish I don't think has died once yet. So Goldfish is definitely up here, is going to be up here as a top tier teammate. Diver's not doing horrible. We've had way worse teammates than Diver. But those 2 early deaths in the game do kind of cost us a little bit. Okay, here's the crab. I should do pretty good at this. Okay, crab dead. Okay, I want... You know, I'm gonna re-roll this. It's a risky re-roll. No, I'll just take it. Because I'd rather have extra projectiles. I still prefer extra projectiles. I guess the burst doesn't really seem like it's changing too much. You can barely tell it like rotates anymore though. Because it has like that slight delay now when it fires. I guess as you get extra projectiles, the rotate probably doesn't really matter as much. Ooh, I'm surprised that didn't hit me. I got kind of caught there with a couple different projectiles coming at me. Okay, Goldfish is almost dead. He must have got a big hit somewhere in there. I don't have any healing. I don't really know if I do try to take a healing with any of these weapons. Okay, I'm gonna do that base movement speed. Actually, no. Since offense defense is off the table, I think I'm okay with my current movement speed. More movement speed is still good. I'm not gonna not take it, but if there's another spell there that I should take instead, I'm gonna take that. But with no offense defense, I am not at risk at being a slow boy anymore. Do they just all, like, at the same time decide to scream and then go underground? Is there, like, a timer for that? Because sometimes, you know, they'll just waddle around and then all of a sudden, oh, he dead. Alright, that's another death for you, but your deaths make me stronger, so... So I can't see anything else. Can't see teammate stats at the moment. I wish we could. Alright, this is a good time for this quest because this will be relatively easy. Okay, it's gotta be to, yeah, it's gotta be to the left then. They could probably do this without me. I think I'll just stay over here and just kill bugs. They don't need me to go there. Alright, let's do additional projectile. I already lost count. I already lost count of how many I have. 4, 5. Let's see. I got 6. So I got 6 augments. I took rotating. I took burst. I took connecting. So I actually don't have a lot of extra projectiles, right? That's 6 objectives. So did I really only get 3 additional projectiles already? Because, right, I took the connecting fences, then I took burst, and then I took rotating, so that's 3 right there. So then that means only 3 additional projectiles? Oh, we're hitting for 666. Uh-oh. We gotta get off that number. See, our crits are hitting for 666. Oh my gosh, my back itches so much. Come on, we gotta hit a level up here so I can scratch it. I have pretty good health too. I have pretty good defensive stats. I'm gonna have decent armor. My armor is gonna keep going up because which one did I take? Did I take the one equal to my level? So, oh my gosh, yes, scratch that back. So yeah, I think I took the one equal to my level. So my armor will keep going up. I have 30% dodge. That's pretty good too. And then I'm sitting at 2100 health. Uh-oh. Okay, this guy... The magic missile exploding isn't super annoying, but it's a little annoying. The ones that split and explode, those are the worst ones. It's not... It's no Astral Orb, though. Astral Orb is worse. Magic Missile is maybe the least offensive splitting explosive weapon. Alright, we'll go spell range. I don't know where I'm going here. My right got... Okay, I guess I can go this way. This guy has a really... This guy has lightning aether beams. The lightning aether beams are super cool. I wanted to, when I did my Aether Beam build, I really wanted to do Lightning Aether Beams, but I didn't get the upgrade for it. Alright, let's do the base damage. Every once in a while, Diver just takes a little nap here. I wonder why it takes so long sometimes. You know, like in this situation right here. I wonder why it doesn't just jump you back into the game. I'm curious how that works too. Someone has to know, so let me know. Let me know if it auto picks or if you just lose out on that level up. I would imagine no, I would have. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what the game would do. Part of me thinks you just lose out on it, but that seems kind of weird. So you could be like a level 50 mage with no upgrades. Okay, I'm not gonna get trapped here. We gotta exit. If I don't see an exit, I'll usually sort of reverse direction and then try to force an exit that way. All right, this is a reroll. Man, is this another reroll? Or do I just take... This is another reroll. Damn. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna take the Moonerang though. I'll take that Moonerang critical. So if the upgrades don't come, did this guy have the heal? No. Okay, Diver is dead. Where is he? I can't tell where his... Oh, okay, he's down here in the corner. Ooh, that projectile almost hit me. If I don't get the upgrades I want here with Rune Burst, I think I should try to do the critical stuff for... Oh no, 2 deaths. I think I should try to do the critical stuff for the Moonerang. Okay, where is your body at? You are over here. So here we go. There's 2 revives. This is gonna give me... This is gonna give me 50% crit damage and 20% just spell damage. So good damage boost right there with those 2 deaths. Oh man, he's dead again. Okay, Diver's dead again. So now we're looking at 75%. Oh boy. Okay, maybe not yet. I'm gonna have to can angle this one a little bit. Okay, I can't go down there. Oh my gosh, what's happening to this team? What's happening? All of a sudden we're just... all of a sudden we're throwing. Why? What happened? What happened? That's 4 deaths. That's 4 deaths in like a minute. Oh, rough. That's rough. Okay, get that health potion. That was a very, very, very quick turn of events. We were looking relatively solid, you know? And now, just like that, we have no revives. That was 4 revives in a minute. Back-to-back deaths by both Diver and Goldfish. That hurts. That's a big hurt. Because when we're on this whole no revive stuff, that's when the game starts getting a little tough. Because then, you know, if I die, we have to wait for the revives. All right, let's do... I'm gonna do the dodge, more dodge over the health regen. I hope we can make it at least. I always want to make it at least 3 clears. 3 clears, and then at 4, I'm usually done. That's usually the pace we try to keep here with these games. One of the only ones we didn't make it for was the Hex Bomb build. We did. I had another teammate, and we did a double Hex Bomb, and the game started getting so bad we couldn't complete it, and we both died at the end of wave. I think at the end of wave 2. We cleared 2. No, at the end of, no, I guess it was the end of wave 3. We cleared 2 waves and we got to the 3rd one, and then we died right before the boss. That was one of the few runs where we actually didn't make it through. Man, again. Okay, let's do a reroll. I'll do 1 reroll here. Okay, there we go. So I'll take the additional projectile, because that's the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for that additional projectile. And then as a secondary, I want to take I have the moon one to do crit at its longest point. And what I want to do is, if I can't get a rune burst one, then I want to get the moon one where it crits. Or not crits, where it's going to linger at its furthest point now. Because we're going to have 345% crit damage. Okay, I think we kind of just got a magnet, but I'll grab this one. Let's do... We could go spell range. The range is fine. The range is fine. Just means I don't have to be as close to be as effective. These guys have good spells, though. I mean, it's not like they're not holding their own in terms of spells. You can tell they're doing good damage, because every once in a while I'll just see, as I'm running through the map, you know, you'll just see these huge clumps of XP, and so that means they're killing just these big old swarms of enemies. And I know it's not me, because I'm not doing like any of that range. Alright, we'll do the base cooldown here. The pickup range just isn't worth it in these games, in this game particularly. Especially co-op. Oh man, I don't know why I got hit. Did that projectile hit me? Is that what hit me there? I thought I walked into a bug, but since I only took 600 damage, maybe... I think the projectile hit me and I just didn't see it. But you know, in these games you have co-op partners, you have plenty of magnets. The pickup radius seems like a waste of a level up. Alright, wow, we have to level up again, huh? Okay, let's do... I haven't had to get a spell infused yet. So I don't know what I want to do with that point. At that point, I guess I still can infuse a spell, because for right now I'm just kind of picking the best upgrade for the spell, but I don't necessarily know if I'm trying to avoid infusing spells. I don't think it really matters, but maybe it does. At least for these one weapon runs. Yeah, I think I'll avoid in doing the infusions. Okay, so we'll definitely do that spell cooldown. Yeah, who has the heal? You have the heal. Which one is that? That looks really weird. Is that poison and ice? Or poison and lightning? What rune burst is that? That looks really weird. It looks like a spider web. I don't think I've seen that in Fusion before. No, is it poison and ice? Yeah, it looks like it's poison and ice. Oh, shoot. Oh, they're both dead. I didn't even realize they were both dead. Ah. Okay, well, I guess I'm getting dirty. Dirty has died a little less, and I think he was the first one dead, so... See, so now this sucks, because now Diver has to wait. I didn't even realize Goldfish was dead there, though. I was so entranced by Diver's spell, trying to figure out what it was. Okay, so we have to do... So, like, should I avoid doing this, you know? We'll go spell damage on Moonring. Just to try to avoid getting that infusion. Because once you start infusing the spells, then it kind of takes away a little bit from your one spell. Just a little. Not a lot, but a little. A lot of good old XP up here. Alright, well, I guess we'll do that movement speed. I like our damage numbers that I'm doing here. The damage numbers are pretty good. Okay, I guess we'll take the XP gains. Oh no! Two teammates dead, no revives, and now the boss is up. And part of me, man, I guess I have to... In this situation, I'm just gonna get whoever presents themselves to me first. I should, you know, like I should get Diver, but I don't think I can get him there. Oh, the other guy quit. Come on. All right, whatever. The joys of co-op. I guess it's just down to Diver anyways. We'll do the legend. Actually, I probably should have done that because who knows how much longer this run's gonna go. Oh, Diver's up. Okay, good. He got a spell. He got a level up revive. All right, where's the boss at? This is gonna be, I have a feeling this is gonna be a short run. Man, I don't have, this is a tough spot for my spell. All right, we need to get out of here, Diver. I'm clearing a path for us. Come up here. Let's get out of here. We need to go. We need to get out of here. We can always loop around. You know, we can loop around. Like, let's go. Come on. Come on. You got to get out of here now. You got to get out of here now. I'm clearing a path for you. I'm keeping your path clear. But I do want to get out of here. This is why we need to get out of here. All right. I don't know what to tell you. You got to get out. All right. I told you we needed to get out of there. I tried my best to keep that path clear for a little while. Okay, I can't come down here because that's where all the bugs are going to converge. Let's go more movement speed. $370 crit chance, 120 damage. My move speed's pretty high. My dodge is looking good at 34. My crit chance at 48. I haven't seen a good crit chance upgrade in a while. We started off good with the crit chances, but I don't know what happened with that. It kind of fell off. All right, Diver. I'm gonna try to come get you here. I do have a revive up, so I can pick him up if I get to him. I'm gonna kind of like, let's lure the bugs over here. I'm not gonna worry about the boss at the moment, because one, I don't think there's too much I can do against the boss at the moment. Like, I need the boss to sort of move through the horde and sort of rush at me so I can kill him. All right, let's do that base critical. This might be a situation where we need to run soon. So this is like where you need to sort of bail out and regroup in the middle and then circle around. That's kind of probably the best play here, because you don't want to run into the corner. Like, you don't want to run into that corner. I'm gonna try to lure the enemies away so he doesn't get trapped down there. See? Damn. Like, you can't hang out there too long. You can't. You gotta bail. You gotta bail. So many people get so hung up on, like, trying to commit to one thing. Like, oh, I gotta stay next to the boss and I gotta kill him right now. Like, you don't. Like, when there's a couple of us in the game, like, get out of there. I don't want to get trapped. All right, let's do the spell damage. The corner is literally the worst spot to be in this game. You want to be out in the open. You want to be like in this middle area and sort of do like a circle rotation on these boss fights. I hope those explode on them. Yeah. Like, honestly, the edges are some of the worst places to be if you can avoid it. That's why every time you see me, like, do a solo boss fight, I just kind of, like, I go in this rotation and, you know, you just let the boss come to you and you just move around and you have much more, like, a much more open area to do dodges and whatnot. This is where I'm really glad I took ice. Okay, let's do spell range. Okay, so now, like, let's come back over here, you know, and we'll do more damage on the boss as he comes to us. But I think Diver's gonna stay on the boss. Alright, let's do more base movement. Okay, I gotta... Okay. So now I'm gonna get his whole horde of enemies. Whatever was... Basically, whatever's on the map is gonna come towards me. Oh, that's not gonna get him. He's almost dead, but I need him to get closer to me now. Okay, let's go with Necro World Size. Well, there's another clear. Okay, so we got some fast bugs. I need to survive a little bit longer here. I think I can pick them up, though, as I move up here now. Yep, perfect timing. Alright, let's do the health regen, I guess. So now I'm sitting at 495 crit damage. Ooh, that little bug was fast. He must have been a revenant from that boss fight. Alright, these ones kind of suck. We'll do the XP gain, though. This has been a pretty rough game. Not necessarily... I think my build is relatively good. I think the Rune Burst spell is really strong. It does struggle maybe slightly a bit against the bosses. But overall, I think just a really rough game. You know, some long picks here for level up screens. A lot of dying. We started off bad. We started off really bad, and then the mid game, I thought we were looking a lot better. So I was maybe a little bit overly optimistic in the middle about like, oh yeah, okay, we haven't had any deaths in a while. And then all of a sudden we had 4 deaths, right? Like in the middle of wave 2, just all of a sudden 4 super quick deaths. And that really, that really shut us down. And then, yeah, and then the other guy, then one of the guys quit, unfortunately. And so that left us with just me and Diver. Okay, we can probably get more splits. Let's do 1 reroll. Okay, no splits. Let's do the Moonrain Lingers. So, assuming we can make it... Yeah, I'm gonna do the spell damage. Assuming we can make it, we'll do at least 2 more clears. If teammate quits, we'll quit after this one. But yeah, I think we'll try to go at least 2 more clears if me and Diver can make it that far together. So look at these 1800 crits. That's pretty good. Now again, this is one of those games where I hope Diver doesn't... I don't want Diver to quit, you know? I want Diver to stay in this game. But I do want to see... I do hope he sticks along until we either clear or we die. Because I want to see... I always want to see the damage numbers. Because I'm doing a 1-weapon run here, right? I only have 1 weapon. It's level 28. He has a 24, 19, 14, and 8. So I want to see the damage numbers. I want to see who's doing the most damage here. Because it always makes me wonder, like, is it worth just investing into one of the better spells in the game? Should I even worry about leveling up my other spells? Does it matter? Can I just run Rune Burst to the moon, like get that to level 30 or 40, and not worry about any of the fusions on other spells? Am I still going to do more damage than everybody else in the game who's doing a more balanced build? Because some of the games I played, I've done more damage when I have only run 1 weapon. You know? Yeah, we'll do that spell damage. Like, I get I lose some utility with, like, the poison and maybe some cold, but does it matter if I'm putting out insane damage numbers compared to everybody else by running 1 spell? And I do get a lot of that is, too, probably because, you know, I'm not dying. I don't have... Like, Diver over here probably has a lot of... He probably has a couple minutes of dead time here where he's not putting out damage numbers and I am. But I mean, I guess you could kind of, if the damage numbers are significantly different, then it probably wouldn't matter. But that's the kind of stuff I want to see. Not to see if I'm better. I just want to see if it's like, how effective is it to just level up 1 spell? But if Diver quits, we can't see his numbers. Like, we're not going to be able to see the other guy's numbers. Dirty. We're not going to be able to see his numbers since he quit. Which is a big bummer. Oh my gosh, I thought that I thought that frozen exploder was a fungi for a second there. I almost, for a split second, I was gonna run right into him and try to pick him up. I'm fast. I feel like I got all of these mushrooms. Okay, quest complete. Let's do one reroll. Yeah. I love it. I'm almost faster. I am faster than my... I'm faster than my rune burst at this point. It's like I can outrun these. .98 movement speed. I guess I need to stay a little bit closer to the enemies though, because I don't have. This isn't like a. This isn't a scepter mesh build where I can just sort of run wherever I do need to stay close, because my range isn't that amazing. That's gonna put me over 50. I don't want to get... I want to make sure that I'm hitting all the enemies, but I also don't want to make sure I'm getting too reckless, especially in this game. If we had more revives and more teammates, I would feel a little bit more confident doing, like, just crazier splits. But I think I'm just content just kind of running around and spraying my bursts on everybody. This guy has a... He does have a cool build, though. I think he has plasma, right? I think he has plasma swords and plasma solar pulse. That looks cool. Definitely one of the cooler looking builds I've seen, especially with that, like, that ice poison Aether beam he has. That looks pretty sweet. See, I don't know what's with these picks too. I don't know what... Oh, that wasn't a full one. I was gonna say I don't know what World Diver's doing when we have the long pick times here, because he's not AFK. You know, maybe he's really thinking about what he wants to pick though. Okay, so what are we doing? The crab? Okay, so he's on the crab. This should be easy though. Where is the crab at though? Is he still on it? He must be. Alright, good job, Diver. Alright, let's do one reroll. We might be maxed out, though, at this point. Oh, we're not! Ooh. Let's go. Love all these legendaries we're getting. You know, because part of me thinks with the whole one spell build, you know, I'm putting like all my augments obviously into one spell. So it makes sense that I should put the most upgrades into this spell too then, right? Whereas if you split your augments, your spells aren't like, you're not, you know, if I put augments on all these other spells, I wouldn't be hitting my a true potential with the spell if I'm kind of splitting it. So I wonder, you know, because I'm getting all these extra projectiles. So yeah, it makes sense. Like, put all the damage, put all the cooldown reduction on this spell, since look at this guy. He's burrowed out of the ground. Wait, didn't I just pick you up? Oh my god. Okay. I just picked them up. I just picked them up. And now, man, now I have to wait the whole time. Alright, well, hopefully I don't die. This is where these games I have to play near perfect, you know? Because if I die, it's usually game over. So this is another one of those games. Like, I can't afford to make one mistake. Like, I haven't, you know, so far I haven't made any mistakes, but I can't afford to make one mistake. I can't make one mistake in this game, because if I do, we lose. Very, very high pressure situations for this. You know, like if I miss one beaver, one bug. Luckily, this build doesn't have a ton of like screen clutter. It's really not that bad. Especially if I keep moving, because I move faster than the projectiles. So the projectiles don't really like block my line of view. Still got some time to go. I definitely like all this movement speed I have. Alright, I'm not, honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna try to do this. As long as I don't hear any beavers. If I hear beavers, I'm bailing. And I can actually come get him right now, so let's come get him. Alright, you're gonna be my human shield for this fight. Alright, let's do one reroll. Okay, let's do... We'll do the scepter mesh. Okay, so what did I say I would get up to? Like 600%? We're at 545 right now. I can't remember what number I said, but I knew it would get up there. I knew it would get up there. Let's go. Legendary spell damage. What are we hitting for now? 2200. Remember when we were at 666? Now we're at 2200. So this is where I kind of thought about getting a little risky, but I don't. With our revive not up, I definitely don't want to do anything too bad. One of these days, I think we'll just play Danger Zone, and I'll just like play as dangerously as possible the whole time. Like, I'll purposely just try to make the game incredibly more difficult for me by making all these just trying to like do these really high crazy situations where I just like try to split the enemies as best as I can. I won't play the Top Gun music, but maybe you can. You can mute the video and then play some Top Gun. Or maybe I'll mute game audio. You know, I'll mute the game audio and you can play it, because if I play Top Gun, I'm gonna get copyrighted. But you can do it. So I think we'll do that. I think one of these videos, I want to make sure it's a video where I have really good movement speed though, like I do now, because that'll make it so much better to do it. Okay, so we'll do cooldown. Whoops. Doing a pretty good job. We're doing a pretty good job at killing everything. Like, when we're both alive, I think we have pretty good damage numbers here. Okay, we'll definitely do that critical chance. That's 58 crit chance now. This is probably the highest crit chance I've had in a very long time playing this game. Boss fight. Okay, boss. Where is the boss? Where is the boss? Here he is. Alright, let's go more dodge, yeah. No. Don't get me killed. I think I could have just circled around that boss for for the whole fight. Oh man. Lost it now. now's the time where I like to get out of here. All right, well, if you want to go in that corner, go ahead. I'm gonna bounce for a minute. I'll come back around. All right, let's do crit chance. Let's go. Another clear. All right, we'll do one more clear. One more clear if we can make it. That was a much better floor. That was a good floor. Okay, so we'll do one more and then we're outie. I think I'm putting up some pretty high numbers here. Oh my goodness. Alright, we'll do the HP, even though I don't know if... No, the HP probably helps a little bit at the moment. I probably don't get one-shotted by a smaller bug or a projectile. A big bug might one-shot me, though. So it's pretty cool, though. It's like, you know, it's like I'm riding a wave. Like I'm riding a wave into shore. Like they just kind of stick with me. How far are these going out? They look like they're going pretty far. No, not too far. Here's hoping that they'll eventually change how the endless mode works too. Get rid of this just incredibly slow time in the beginning. Okay, this should be I should crush these statues pretty quickly, I'd imagine. Alright, where's all the other ones at? We'll do one reroll. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get additional ones at this point. Let's do the scepter mesh. Hey, at least we made it through 3 waves. I definitely appreciate divers picked it up here a little bit too, you know. I feel like Diver had a much better 3rd wave. than the first two. Maybe his build's starting to come together now. This part of the game is just much too slow now, though. It's much too slow. We need to do something about this. Oh, I jinxed it. I didn't anti-jinx it. Sometimes I anti-jinx things when I say things like that, and I didn't anti-jinx it. That's why it happened. It's okay. They probably know. You know, anybody who so again, I think it's crazy how many times I play with viewers in this game. I think I literally have 4 games in a row where I have played with viewers. I played with Jerdy, I played with Moon Girl. Last night I played with, when we did the Hex Bomb build, I don't know, I assume they're a viewer because they knew who I was, but they might not be, but they at least recognized me in the Discord. So they tagged me in the Discord after the game. So I guess that kind of counts. But I think that was like 4 games in a row. So I guess there's a good chance that Diver could be a viewer too. I think viewers tend to probably stick around for the whole game. And if you are a viewer and I ever do a little bit of trash talking about you, it's all with love. It's all with love. It all comes from a good place, so. Because now I always feel a little bit bad and a little bit like hesitant to like rag on a bad teammate sometimes. You know, like oh man, they could be a viewer, they're gonna watch this viewer, and here I am calling them the worst player in the history of Spell Brigade. It's like, oh man. But again, dude, just, you know, just don't take it so serious. It's like it all comes from love. Like I don't care if you're bad at this game. Like, I think having bad teammates actually makes for better content too. And one, it makes me stronger. You know, I get super powerful every time I do these like co-op runs. Look at that, he dead. Okay, I don't even know if it's worth re-rolling. I think I am gonna re-roll this though, because I think I want to get like additional, yeah, either one of these. Let's do the additional projectile on you. I think I killed that beaver right as he was about to jump. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I totally jinxed it. I jinxed Diver. I'm taking full responsibility for all his deaths here. Look, the beavers can't even catch up to me. I'm too fast for the beavers. He's gonna have to wait a little bit, though. Okay, you're gonna have to wait a little bit more. I'm gonna do like one more loop-de-loop here. And don't worry, Diver, you're not the worst teammate I've ever had. There's 2 in particular that come to mind. The one I did just the other day with the Hex Bomb build, I can't quite remember his name, like Vance or something. It wasn't the guy that stuck with me to the end. It was one of the other guys. I can't remember his name, but I definitely think he's up there. And then I had a teammate who I'll never forget, Mortis. Mortis. Mortis, funny enough, is actually supposedly is a friend of a viewer. A viewer commented and said like, "Oh, I know Mortis. He's one of my friends. I talked him into buying this game after playing it." And so Mortis is like a friend of a viewer. Mortis was something else. But I put Diver's right there in the middle. Not legendary, but also not horrible. A very respectable teammate. I should do a tier list on teammates. Should we do a tier list? No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Or would I? Would I do that? That would be... I would need to have better editing skills if I wanted to do that. Because what I would have to do if I wanted to do like, if I truly wanted to do a tier list, I would have to go through my old, you know, all my old videos and pull out clips of teammates and then do a straight up tier list of how good all my teammates were. That'd be hilarious, but I wouldn't do that. One, because I don't want to put the time into doing something like that. As fun as that would be, and two, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, like Mortis. I don't want to hurt Mortis's feelings. Oh, I gotta pay attention. We're doing a quest now. Okay, down here. I might be able to solo this. I got a pretty good lead on these bugs, and it doesn't look like any of them are really coming into me. Especially if he stays up there and he draws the attention of all the bugs. That's actually a really good play if he's doing that on purpose. If you're doing that on purpose, Diver, great play. Seriously. If you're not, then great play either way. Alright, let's do one reroll. Let's do the additional Necro roll for that. See, now look at his level spells. A 32, a 12, a 20, and a 15. That is some high level spells, whereas I only have one level 38. That's crazy. That's crazy how high his spells are. He must have hardly taken any global upgrades. I'm not gonna do that math in my head right now, but that's a lot. Like that's like at least 50. That's like 75-ish. Like 75-ish levels worth of spells. Whereas I have 48, 51 levels worth. And we are almost done with our run here. After 4, I need to go. Um, you know, this is one of those things where like I don't want to take the infusion. I went so long without getting the infusion. Let's just not get it. $2,700 crits. Ruh-roh. Okay, let's not go that way. We only have one more augment left, and then we're done with that. Oh my gosh, that scares me. I swear, like, I almost break my joystick anytime I do that. Like, you know, I almost run into something, and then I hit the joystick so hard, and oh, I should not have got that. The other, he literally just got a magnet. I hit my joystick so hard in the other direction that I swear one of these days I'm gonna break my controller. Because, you know, it's just like a panic thing. Like, you don't see it coming, and then it scares the shit out of you. And luckily we have a revive up. We have... Diver has survived long enough to get our revive, so if one of us dies, we can just run to the other person and get the revive right away without having to wait it out. And then if both of us die, one of us will automatically revive. Okay, well, we'll do the 400 health. Okay, complete the sacrifice. This will be I mean, I think I have... No, this is actually not going to go as well as I thought it would. Well, maybe. This is still going to be tough. I'm not going to... Oh, man, am I killing them all, like, before they even get in here? This is one of those ones where I don't think it's worth it. Especially at the way we're playing right now. Like, I don't know if this is worth it. I'm gonna hang out here for a minute and see, like, what happens. We're doing... Our DPS is off the hook, though, right now. See, Diver has good, like... Diver has good game sense. Like, I'll give him that. Like, moving to, like, different positions when you're doing these, like, that shows you understand, like... what you need to do, like, in some of these fights. So this will clear it out. Actually, our DPS is really good. Okay, I'm not... Yeah, I'm gonna reroll. Let's do the additional roll again. Ah, let's go. So what's that? Gives me over 110%. I wonder if being too fast is actually gonna hurt me. Sometimes I'm not really used to being this fast. Is there such thing as too much movement speed in this game? I don't know if I've ever been this fast. Maybe I have. No, I think I have. I think I've had over 100 before. What? Whoa, okay, not that way. So So near this last boss fight, we're going to be at 595. We're going to be at 595 crit damage. I'm going to try to like look at the stats here. 64% crit chance. That's pretty good. 110 movement speed, 215% damage. Not bad. We're hitting, our crits are hitting for 2,700. Hello, buddy. Yeah, let's take this. Let's get us over 600. So what are we doing now? 280. 2834. Alright, boss should be showing up soon. If we don't die, I think we can kill this boss super quick. I think between the both of us, I think we're doing really good damage here. Because, you know, the bugs aren't hoarding up. They seem to be dying relatively quickly. So I think we're doing pretty good here. Now, if he could just keep the boss off me the whole, or keep the other bugs off me the whole time, like, I'll just circle around them like this. Maybe. I guess he can't keep all the bugs off me. Oh, that was a horrible time for a level up. I was gonna try to cut right in there, but now I don't know if I want to. His buggies are starting to come over to me now. Just a little bit. You know what? What a way, what a way to go. That was a crazy good boss fight. All right, let's do spell damage. All right, I'm gonna clear out some of these mobs, and then unfortunately we gotta go. This has been 2 hours. The wife and kids are home now, so I gotta go. I gotta go do family time. It's New Year's. They went to the park for a little bit so I could record, and now they're back. So I'm gonna clear this out a little bit. And then we're out of here. Level 109. This was a good run. 3,300 damage at the moment. Big shout out to Diver. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for being a great teammate. Unfortunately, I'm the jerk now, and I'm gonna quit on us. But let's see. Yeah, we got about 2 hours, 4 clears. Really good run. Okay, let's do like one last level here. 43. Forgive me, because I'm outie. That was a great run though. That was a great run. We handled that boss fight. Like, that last boss fight went great. That was a really good boss fight. He did a good job of sort of like taking all the other enemies, and then I just circled around him. I just circled around him last time. Unfortunately, I Am World Diver did die 16 times. I don't think I had any deaths that run, and it doesn't count our other teammate when they leave. But, you know, that's fine. Like I said, your guys' death makes me stronger, so thanks for sticking around though. Let's check out like our stats. 2700 HP, 212 armor. I don't know how much that would have mattered. Honestly, I don't even really think I got hit that much. 40% dodge, 110 movement speed, 210 damage. We were looking at 64 crit chance. That was pretty good. That's some of the highest crit chance I got, along with 615 crit damage. Not the highest. I've gotten up to 700 before. And then, wow, 85 million rune burst. Then 4, 3, and 1. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like, why? World, it's got to be because it's partially the damage difference here. I didn't think it would be this wide. I didn't think the damage numbers would be that wide. Because it did seem like World Diver was doing pretty good damage. I get Aether Beam probably isn't the strongest spell. And I think he had, I can't remember what his highest level spell was. Was it Aether Beam? I think his Aether Beam was the highest. But I'm actually really surprised by that discrepancy. That's a lot. And I only leveled up, again, I only leveled up one spell, right? Like, I only leveled up one spell here. And so, whereas he leveled up everything evenly. So you gotta, like, that's where you gotta ask yourself, like, is it better to just level up one really strong spell? Like, pick one of the best spells in the game, like Rune Burst, Falling Stars, Scepter Mesh, Orbs, those really good spells, and just forget about the other ones. Because, I mean, the damage numbers here, like, you can't really disagree too much. Like, I don't think his deaths cost him 80 million damage. And I also don't think... I don't know what artifacts he had, but I would imagine that necessarily... I don't know if that would make up the 80 million damage either. I mean, maybe, because I had really high spell damage and crit chance, crit damage, so like maybe that makes up some of it, but 80 million's a lot. That's a big difference. So there we go. I mean, that's 85 million for Rune Burst. Crazy. With White Lightning too. I didn't even have fire on it. We went all lightning and then the frozen, but I think that was a great combination. That was a great combination. So that is going to be it. That is our Rune Burst build. Thank you, Diver, for being a great teammate and sticking around. I don't remember the other guy's name, but thanks for playing too. I would have preferred if you stick around, but I'm a quitter too, so I can't talk too much because then I'll just be a hypocrite. But thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.